it's a TOS card again. There's plenty of TOS trivia to be had out there. It's the easiest to do because there's only 80, 79, 80 hours worth of it. Someone else can do. I'm sure someone has done the math on the amount of minutes those 79/80 episodes run, if they're 52 minutes each. But then how long does the cage go? That goes a full hour, right? Who knows? And I'm sure it'll be easy to find. Ask your local AI about the running time of the original series if you include the cage. Why am I even answering this question? This is an insulting question. Anybody that doesn't know that, oh, okay, well, this does open up an old fuddy-duddy, cranky, salty reflection of the 2009 movie, which was horrible. All of it was. And sloppy and hack. And maybe I should stop here because I'm not being the positive I want to be. But those movies are awful. All of them. Even if they're well-intentioned. I was so looking forward in 2009, and there were a lot of cool bits, but then you walked out going, I think I was lying to myself. I'm like, what a movie this was. Why did they do this? And then I thought, well, there's so much missing. I read the novelization, and that didn't help at all. There was nothing in that. And it was the same feeling I had when I saw Independence Day for the first time. And I think that was one of the first movies that made me realize that movies can be bad. And most of them are. In Independence Day, there was nothing there. I think what I ended up doing years later is I read an Independence Day novel just in the bookstore. It was that quick of a read. I could just go through it and get the entire sense of, and that revealed nothing as well. McCoy's nickname is Bones because that's what doctors were called back in the old days. They were sawbones. That's not a difficult thing to figure out. But we have to do that idiotic line in the 2009 movie because we're making movies with the assumption that people don't know anything. That's the equivalent of putting streamers on a fan in your movies so you can see that air is moving through the fan, or an air conditioner, as if we didn't know that. So this is the equivalent of streamers on a the cat's trying to help me not be salty. All right, sawbones was the term because back in the day, doctors had to amputate a lot, and they had a saw, and the saw sawed bones, sawbones. The amount of money that they put into these movies, millions of dollars, and to not even hit on basics is insulting. It's just plain insulting. Another, and then later on in that movie, or early on in the movie, the Pike confuses Starfleet with the Federation as if they're interchangeable words. And don't even get me going on the Daystrom Institute in the 23rd century. I hate to be a cranky old man, but this is real stuff. It has nothing to do with politics or identity, and it's everything to do with this is sloppy, ignorant work. You read Cushman's works on the making of the original series. They had an outsized they had outsized. Maybe they were outside. They had the cat was chewing a cord. They had outside researchers, a researching firm that still exists, by the way. I don't remember the name, but in the Cushman books are there, who would go through every script and tell you if something was wrong. That was a good investment, because even with this cartoony little show with everybody walking around it was still trying to be as serious as it could given its limitations. There's no excuse for 2009 and forward to do this sloppy hack work. I don't know if I feel better or not, but it still sticks with me. When you invest so much of yourself into this thing that isn't real, right? But foundational to you, and then to see it insulted in such a way. And those, the Abrams is a hack, and those, it's sad. I mean, it's not the saddest thing in the world at all. No, it's not. But I mean, who goes back to watch the Abrams movies? Is anyone out there in the middle like, wow, that 2009 Star Trek movie, I can't wait to get back to that because of that scene where that scene. No, that, I've never seen a Transformer movie ever. I know that they exist. I've watched a couple trailers. I'm like, okay, Transformers movies, Fast and Furious movies, they're all fun. I do like Fast and Furious movies, but those are very specific to what they are, right? Transformers, not much there. You can do whatever you want with them. Those Transformers people had no business being anywhere near Star Trek. That's all. That's all. Sawbones. Bones, that's where it comes from. Not my ex-wife took everything but my bones. It's not even eye rolling. Your eyes almost fall out of your head of its sheer stupidity of that line. This episode will be called Salty Star Trek Trivia with Dave. Okay, which penal colony how about I end? This is enough. And we'll do a separate episode on the rest of the questions of this card. Okay. Hope you enjoyed that, or if you didn't, that's where it's coming from. It just saddens me. All right.